In this video, I'll show you how to open a dialog box using Ribbon Workbench Smart Button. Now, a dialog box basically displays some sort of an information. Now, the information can be a message, it can be some action, or it can be as simple as a Canvas app or a custom page within your Power Apps ecosystem. So, I'll show you in action how it works. So, let me first show you what are the prerequisites. So I have XRM toolbox tool installed. Within XRM toolbox, I have installed an application called as Ribbon Workbench. So you need to install Ribbon Workbench, and once you install Ribbon Workbench, you should be able to see this sort of information. Okay, now it will ask you to open a solution. I've already created a solution. Now remember, the solution should only contain a table with no metadata, with nothing in it, just one table. This is not your application solution, but rather this is a solution for operating on the ribbon. Okay, so it should be as light as possible. Now I'll just close this interface. I've already opened the Ribbon Workbench over here. Now, there is a section called a Smart Button. Now, the Smart Button will not be visible until and unless you install an additional solution of Smart Buttons within your application. Now, I've already installed the Smart Button solution. So, if we go over here, I can show you where I've installed the Smart Button. So, here in Manage, I have installed this Develop One Smart Buttons. Now, how do you install this? Go into this website, develop1.net, and then here you will find the information to install the smart button. So it will take you to this GitHub page, and then from here you can download the zip file. It will be installed as a managed solution, and then once that is installed, you should be able to see the smart button listing over here. Now let's do one thing. Let's create that smart button. So here I will pick up open dialog. So this is the last option, is the open dialog. So I'll click this open dialog and then drag and drop after save and new. Now here it will ask you for a lot of things. When you drag and drop this information over here, it will ask for title, it will ask for a dialog URL, it will ask for a width, height, dialog title, and that's it. So let me put a title over here. So I will just say, just for showing you, I'll just say dialog title main airlines. Okay, it can be any text. Then there is a dialog URL, which we are going to come in a short while. Width, I will just say I want 800 as a width, or maybe I'll just say 900 as a width. Height, I will put it as maybe 700. And the dialog title, so I will just say this is a dialog title. So I'll show you where all this thing appears, and that's why I'm just specifying some random text, but you can specify this on basis of your application requirement. Now what exactly are we going to show in the dialog? Now, just let me go into the app over here. Now I have built this custom solution. Okay, this is a model driven app. Now this is a model driven app which lists down a set of airlines. Now if I go inside, say, any of the airline, what I want is a button to appear over here which will open a dialog. And once that button appears, if I click on it, a model dialog will open up over here in this big screen. Now I can show anything within this model dialog, but just for this example, I will show you how to render a custom page. Now on the left hand side, you will see all this table like aircraft models, destination cities, flying classes. So these are all tables. The first four is a table. Now the last one is a custom page which I have created. Now if you do not know how to create a custom page, I have already created some videos in my channel. You can have a look into that. So custom page is basically a page which will allow you to perform an integration between a Canvas app and a model driven app. Now, this is a simple pixel perfect application in itself. So I haven't added any logic in it, but then you can have a control, you can have a button, you can have kind of like a full blown Canvas app over here. Now, this is a simple Canvas app. Okay, this is a custom page, but then it has all those Canvas app related properties. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to load this. Okay, now I've just shown you in the left hand side, but in your application you can hide it and then on demand of that button you can expose those components. So the use case is endless. Like, think about it, like if it's like a workplace health and safety information, or if it is just some kind of an announcement, or if it is some kind of a say advisory, or it can be a simple application, a small form which will allow you to put in those information in the form, and then you can submit this within a model driven app. So it is as good as you are executing a canvas app through a model driven app. So you can do all those things. But just for this example, I have just created this custom page airlines. Okay, now custom page airlines, this is a uh, solution. So basically, let me go into the solution and show it to you. So I have the solution, airline score solution. Now here I have created this page. Now this page is a custom page airline. Now remember, this is important. Now you need to copy this. Okay, G Corp underscore custom page airline. So let me zoom this a bit. So G Corp underscore custom page airlines. G Corp underscore custom page airlines underscore 422BD. Now make sure that you copy this correctly. Gcorp underscore custom page airlines, Gcorp underscore custom page airlines underscore 422BD. Now this is important because if you put this wrong, you will not be able to see anything. Now there are options. So if you see this dialog URL, it says copy from the canvas app details or custom page unique name. Now this is a custom page, so that's why I've copied the custom page unique name. Now you can even copy the URL as well. But if you put a custom page unique name, this will be, like compatible across multiple environment when you do that shifting. Okay. Now let me click on OK over here, and I think I'm good with this. So let me show you what did I do. So dialog title main airlines. Now this dialog title main airlines is the name of the button, as you see over here, and this title is the dialogs title. So if I change this, it will change the label of this button. So I will just say dialog example. Okay, so dialog example, and then that should work out for me. Click on publish. Do you really want to publish? Yes, I want to publish, and it will take some time for this code to publish. So let me go into the application now once again. So what we have done, we have created a custom ribbon. So if I go into any of the airlines over here, so if I go into this airline, then I should be able to see a button over here. And once that button loads up, I should be able to click that button. And then once you click that button, you should be able to see a model dialog. Now the model dialog will contain a custom page, and this is a custom page which I'm referring to. Now, as I mentioned to you, that custom page can be any business logic form, or it can be just information for your end user. You can do anything with that piece of code. You can add a canvas app URL, or maybe a custom page, internal custom page name. Now, this is what the model dialog will show you. So if I go into airlines, go into one of the airlines, and let me see whether it's still publishing. Yes, it's still publishing. So it is, the import is in progress. Then once it is imported, it will start publishing the solution. Now it's a bit of a process. It might take 2 to 3 minutes depending on how heavy your ribbon is. And once it's done, you should be able to see that button. Now the use case, as I mentioned to you, it can be you can decide and you can think from your application perspective, like how you want that piece of code to run. Like if you click on it, it should display a dialog, which is a small dialog or some information on it. In our case, it is a very big dialog. I'd say width of 900 and 700. Now let's see in action how it renders. So I have refreshed the screen now. Now I should be able to see a button over here. And I can see this button over here. Now you can change the icon as well, like it has picked up the default icon. but you can change the icon. Like how you can change the icon is you can just go into the XRM toolbox over here. You can go into dialog example, and then if you just scroll down, you should be able to change the image from either image 16 or image 32 or a modern image. Okay, so you can make all these changes from here. Now let's go into this button, and if I click on it, then this is a dialog title. So if you see this, this is a dialog title. From where it is coming, it is coming from here. This is a dialog title. So make sure that you put something informatory for the end users so that the end user understand what this dialog is all about. And what we have done is we have loaded this custom page over here. Now this is properly fitting. Now sometimes you may underestimate the width or height, so make sure that the width and height matches the content. And if there is a scrolling content, make sure that it is properly aligned, either left, middle or right, or and also check on the vertical align when you start creating that custom page. Let's go into another airline. So let me go into, say, United Airlines, and then click on it. So you will see all this same example. Now I can think of a scenario whereby I can load a different uh, thing, a different button, and all the button will show some different information depending on the business logic. Now you can still do that in Ribbon Workbench. There's a lot of logic you can apply, but this is just a simple demonstration of how you can use a dialog to render some content or some actions or some application in the model window. So that's it, folks. This is how you can use the Open Dialog Smart button from the Ribbon Workbench in a model driven app. Thanks for watching.